The entire 2016 election sparked civic engagement and participation in American democracy like we haven't seen in generations.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute.
We're out here to send a clear message to Trump-Pence supporters that their bigotry and hate is not welcome in our country.
We reject the president.
When Donald Trump won in November 2016, many people all over the country woke up shocked. People felt like they had to do something to express themselves because voting wasn't enough.
Hundreds of thousands of people have gathered to demand equal rights.
We will not go from being a nation of immigrants to a nation of ignorance.
We started the year with a bang right after the inauguration with the Women's March, January 21st. The streets across the United States and cities across the United States were flooded with pink pussy hats, people marching, chanting. Estimates are that 3 million people marched around the United States as well as abroad. The next big march in Washington was the March for Science. It turned out about 100,000 people here in DC who stood in what ended up being the pouring rain for much of it, cheering on Bill Nye the Science Guy. A week later, exactly a week later, was the People's Climate March, which was a hot, sunny day. And that march turned out about 200,000 people in Washington, DC. The resistance is the response to 3 different components of American politics today. An out-of-touch Democratic Party that has not meaningfully engaged with local communities. The way that dark money has infiltrated politics in America. Donald Trump himself. The way that he actually announces his work in many cases incites what we call moral shocks, which is that he attacks people, he attacks ideas. He hasn't just sparked once. He sparks consistently.
The legal battle over President Trump's proposed travel ban continues.
People ran to airports. A whole bunch of lawyers went out and were volunteering their time to help people who were being held. And that was just fascinating. And then there was the March for Racial Justice, and that was the most recent case of people actually marching. I think that a lot of people who are engaging in the resistance are focused more on participating in other activities rather than marching again. The numbers of people who report going to town hall meetings has gone up. People talking to their elected officials has also gone up. So that while people may be marching less, they're engaging just as much, if not more. One of the things that people always ask me is, why march? What's the point? How do you know if it's successful? Well, marching on Washington is not going to get somebody to lose power. And you can't get a bill passed by marching on Washington. But if marching on Washington helps create this sense of collective identity, where then people go from marching on Washington back into their districts, that's exactly how politics in America is supposed to work.